Okay. Hello, YouTube. Today I'll just be doing a playthrough of Doki Doki Lit Club Plus Edition. I've played the normal one before on Steam, but a little while ago, Epic Games offered the Plus version for free, and I haven't played it yet. I'm not sure if there are any big differences, but I think it'll be exciting. Okay. This is already very loud. We'll move those down. Okay. New game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just die and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Wait, is my name Anna? Did I do that? Whatever, we'll go with it. Why is that my name? Okay. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's so mean and I don't like that, whatever. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average. Oh my goodness. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That is so me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming an NEET? I have no idea what that is. In a few years because you're not used to the real world. Let me look up what that means. Not in education, employment, or training. I have never heard that acronym before. Okay. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Let me make sure this is still recording. That's my biggest fear, that it'll stop recording in the middle. Okay, it's good. Okay. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, no what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie? Oh my god, okay. Sayori is vice president of the Lit Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1! Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, totally. Yeah. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little what? You too, Monica. Come sit down, Anna. I don't know if I could get used to that. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh, dub. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped. Hello, English? Wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats? That's so cute! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. I'm a baker myself, so this makes me happy. Don't laugh like that. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. It's not that serious. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Did it? When did I hear that? I haven't played this game for a long time, so maybe that means something. I don't know. It's not like I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Siri said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It does! I cannot read without tea. I guess. Yeah, he's never read before. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. I made a book club at my school, so me and her are like kind of the same person. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. I don't really think it's that much effort. Maybe it was just at my school. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Okay, that's true. Literally no one wanted to join book club because I guess no one reads these days. It's kind of sad. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? So are we like seniors in this story? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, so fantasy, high fantasy, manga, romance, historical fiction. Thanks for asking. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Oh my gosh! Okay, yeah, this is me. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey! Well, that can change. Oh! What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh! Same! The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Like, you know, Lord of the Rings? That whole series? Amazing. It baffles me how Tolkien just created that. All the intricacies? I can't. It's wow. And telling a good story is in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Exactly. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That's me. That's me. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, I can tell. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Oh, okay. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I love this character. Who wrote this? I love the way they're writing Yuri's lines. Oh, my Alexa just went off. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Oh, okay. Whatever. That's right. Usually I like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Date Alone and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. ... question mark? From Natsuki and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them sometime with... why am I waiting? What? Guys, I need a second. Okay. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. There we go. That way, everyone is even. ... Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will all help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Anna, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Wow, I like how just 4 high school girls can just change the way this guy thinks. Have some passion, some self-initiative. Do your own thing. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I don't know how to do that normally. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Oh my god. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's do our homework, guys. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, who do I like the best? Oh, is Monica not an option on the side? Okay, so Sayori, kind of not. I mean, best friends to lovers could work, but she just seems a little too high energy for me. Natsuki, Natsuki's just, I don't know, I don't feel a connection with her. I think the one I like the best is Yuri, because she's most like me, I think. So we'll go with that. Okay, so Yuri's just a bookworm. Sunset, uncontrollable, marriage, vibrant, vivacious, inferno, hop, explode, dark, boop. We'll just... Okay, if I'm going for what she likes, it'll probably be dark, because she said she was reading more horror, so we'll go with that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's probably the best one, I guess. Games, meager, hope, empty, family, anger, melancholy, fester, giggle, fickle. We'll just go with, melancholy. Prayer, bouncy, sunny, philosophy, swimsuit, candy, disarray, eternity. I like this one. Infallible? I like the word ambient. I'm just going for what I like now. Oh, vanilla? Vanilla is kind of the best thing in the world. Scent, flavor, everything. That, yeah, I'll go with that just because that's my favorite. Existence? Unrequited? Yeah. Vitality? Grief? Disown? Go vitality. Massacre? What the heck? Goodness. Let's get something a little happier here. We'll just go with melody. Peaceful? Fantasy. Oh, marshmallow. Love marshmallows. Doki. Yeah, of course we have to do that one. Aura. We'll go whisper. Unrestrained or tenacious? We'll go tenacious. Oh wait, do they hop up and down when you pick a good word? I just saw her do that. Like she hopped really high. Okay, let's see it. We'll do strawberry because I love strawberries. Ooh! Oh, I didn't know they reacted like that. We'll go disoriented. And insight. Heaven sent? Yeah, let's go that. Oh, she liked that. Okay. I didn't even notice those for all the other words. Oh, we just skipped a whole day. Okay. I guess this does just focus on the literature club aspect. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. That's good. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anna. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Bro, do you think I'm that weak? Like, come on, it's one club. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to... Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. But I don't really think it's that bad. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is a literature club. Oh my god, I was about to say literature club. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. As you can see, I'm not good at speaking, but this is helping me practice, okay? Don't worry, guys. Anna always gives it his best. His best, as long as he's having fun. I should have picked a more masculine name. I don't remember picking this, though. I must have opened it a while ago when I first got the game and chose a random name, and then it saved. Because I did start a new game. Just now, didn't I? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll deal with it. I don't think it's that significant. He asked me he was busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I know. What can I say? Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Wow. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Jealous? Huh? Jealous? Oh! What? Did I? Okay. Wow. I'm kind of... Did I write this? Wow. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Anna can become good friends too. Sayori? What was so embarrassing about that? I don't get it. ... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I don't get it. What was weird about that? Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Why is everyone so embarrassed about giving gifts? I mean, I would be too, but like, come on. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. You just realized that? I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book! I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Oh my... I think I might be in love. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Whoa. I think this is my dream girl. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yo. Yuri? Is there a guy version of you anywhere? Cause I need that. I need that a little bit. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distancing her from reading. Distract! Okay. I think sometimes my eyes read the first few words and then my brain just comes up with the rest. And a lot of times that's not right. Yeah, but we don't want to distract her from her book, okay? That's the basic gist. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Oh my god. Wow, she so far is a 10 out of 10. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. Oh, music change. You guys hear that? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. Yeah, but she was paying attention to you too. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh! I love bookstores. They make me so very happy and content. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Is that a real book? Let's look it up, guys. Portraits of Markov. Oh! Is that an actual book? Oh, it's a song? Portrait of Markov is the name of the book Yuri owns and convinces the protagonist to read with her during her route in both Act 1 and Act 2. According to the protagonist, it features an ominous-looking eye on the cover. The eye was the 3rd eye, and it's a female named Libitina? Oh, so... Yeah, so it's not an actual book. Okay, but it seems to be a song? Or what? Whatever. Doesn't matter. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Okay, she said it was relatable? Girl, is there something you're not telling us? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Anna? I feel like I'm frozen right now. What's the... this name Anna is terrible. Oh, no offense to people who are named Anna. Just, in this story, since I'm a guy... I mean, I'm not a guy, but the character's a guy, and I'm playing the character, you know? But, anyways, no, Anna's a great name. Anna's a great name. I love it. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely help... I mean... Where did that word come from? Where? Okay. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so it's like a tongue twister. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, why? Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Okay. Anyways. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Whoa! Okay, he is taking initiative. I could never ever do that. I don't even think I would ever speak to the person I liked. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. A little? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead? Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I sign my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. That's what my hand looks like? Oh. Whoa, there's so much background noise. I don't think my mic is picking it up though, so I think it's fine. Okay. I think we're good. Yuri takes her... Did I already read this line? Okay. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. You guys just met yesterday. Need I remind you? It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh, okay. I guess I can see where you're coming from. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I think we're reading too much into this right now. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, whoa, she looked at us. Hey, you think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of you. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Anna, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute? Yo, why are we flirting already? Is this normal? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Yeah, I can't do that. I need bookmarks. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes. Yeah. My relaxation. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. Sayori, my best friend, will definitely probably hype me up. Even if it's bad. Natsuki, I feel like will be a little bit more blunt. Yuri will probably have some like deep reflection on it. And we were just reading a book together. So since our conversation got cut off immediately, it might be nice to go back and speak with her. Monica is the club leader. So it would be kind of cool to show her that, but also we haven't spoken at all. And she would probably be... Natsuki would probably show to Monica first, so I don't want to interrupt that. And Sayori... Oof, this is a tough decision. I think we're gonna go with Yuri, because that would make more sense, because we were just speaking. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? That's supposed to be nice. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that is a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Oh. Okay, wait. I can't... You know, it's fine. I appreciate her input. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. Oh my intonation is so off. It's okay. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, alright. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. Oh, I just ruined it, guys. I flicker back. Okay, let's use our English skills and try and decipher this. Symbolism. Okay. So the light is flickering, so that means it's going out. But it stood the test of time. But since all the other lights are gone, it's probably gonna leave soon too, and the flickering is probably representing it dying, and I know Yuri is like super depressed or something, if I remember right. So her flickering back is probably her also like about to die or something. And it's called Ghost Under the Light. So maybe she's like dead. But who knows? I was never good at symbolism and stuff, as you guys can see. Maybe someone can make sense of this. But I can't. So we're gonna continue. I'm sorry. I have such terrible... Girl, no you do not. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Hey, I was trying to think through. Okay, my bad. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. What does that mean? I'm not sure how to pronounce the hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Oh, okay, my bad, sorry. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, so did I. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Oh, like no one sees it anymore? Linger in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Oh, I basically said that. Like, yeah, I knew that. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I did, because, you know, I'm a really good poet, of course. I knew all of it. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you. Oh, wow! Thanks. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, I think Sayori. This is a good poem! Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, he's a high school boy. Let's be real. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee hee. We'll see about that. Okay. Oh. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. And then, the most important, significant line, I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I mean, eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. What is this? Okay, I know this is popular for like the Japanese art style, but like, I don't know. I think it's just something that many guys are into. I guess there's probably a lot of like male common art styles that I would be into that guys are probably like, bro, that's so cringe. But like this face and this, I can't. It's just a no for me. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee hee. This too. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, I think we're gonna go Monica and then Natsuki. Because I don't really care about Natsuki that much. But I know Monica is a really significant character. So yeah. Hi! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Anna! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's so real. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, so the thing where it was saying that you can unlock or build connections, or I forgot what it said. Build connections with the poem that resonates the most. You know, you guys remember. But, I wonder if something is gonna happen. Or was it just that the feedback part that was unlocked or whatever? But yeah, I guess this means that I did succeed in making it more Yuri coded. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Isn't that exactly what Yuri said? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't try and force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I think that's the reason why he joined the club, is to impress these females. These high school girls. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. That's exactly what Sayori said, come on. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Oh, real! I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Whoa! Okay, what is this? It couldn't have been me. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna try and decipher that. Sorry. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Okay. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Awesome. Good advice from Monica. Okay. And now the last one is Natsuki. And I think after we get past this arc, we're gonna end it and continue on another day. Dot 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 question mark. Well, it's about what I expected. Oh my, dang. Okay. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Good observation. Monkeys can climb. Another good observation. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Okay, so I think she doesn't really have much hope in humanity. Because I feel like people can also succeed and fail and do a lot of things. But alright. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Wow! That is some deep thinking. Unexpected. Very unexpected, Natsuki. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Good. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Anna did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Anna liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Anna appreciates my writing more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew bigger as soon as Anna started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Anna, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. How am I explain that to her, Anna? Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Anna? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... I think in this situation... Well, obviously for the plot, Yuri. But realistically, I would get someone else in here with me. But in order to keep the peace between everyone, I'm gonna just go with what I would do, because I think that's a bit more logical, but also this would further the plot better, I think. We're gonna go for the content. Natsuki? You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle... she's being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. That warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the garbage. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Chin buried in hands. Okay. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. Okay, let's not be a pygmy, okay? No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Anna. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Anna, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Bro. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Anna, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Why is everyone jumping to that big of a conclusion? It was... what? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Anna, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... hee. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need... You know, for all of the guys here in the world, it's okay to be friends with a girl. It doesn't always have to be something more, okay? Yes, it can stop there, okay? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the head. I mean, shoulder. Whoa! You know what? It's fine. Either one works. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I think we'll save this for another day. So I think we'll end it here. Oh, an autosave? Wait, I saved these? Oh, whoa. 10/4. Oh, that's right now. Okay. 2/10/2024. What is February? I have no recollection of that. That must have been when I accidentally named my character Anna. I guess I'll put it right here. Okay, perfect. So that's all for this video. One of the big problems I have with YouTube is that I hate to edit, so I never post. I think I have 2 channels right now. Both of them are very tiny, like don't think highly of me or anything. So I think I might make a new channel and post this, and I'll just do little unedited, uncut playthroughs of games because I'm too lazy to edit. But I love posting and I love doing videos, so I think that's the best solution. So this might be a little long and a little boring, and maybe one person will watch it, but that's okay because it's the process of posting and filming and playing that is the fun part for me. So this will just mostly be for me, but I hope other people can enjoy it too. So yeah, that's our video 1 of the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus playthrough, and I think that was how long was this? Like an hour or something? I'm not sure how to check the duration. Oh, I see the duration. It's an hour and 13 minutes, so I think that's pretty good for a first video. Maybe I'll change it up in the future, be able to edit and cut certain things out. But I think for a playthrough, I don't really need to cut a lot of things out. But maybe in the future I'll start like being more entertaining and stop yapping as much as I am right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, anyway, have a good one, and I hope I can post another video in the future. Thanks for watching.